Let me ask you a simple question. Who are the people that you surround yourself with? Do they lift you up when you win? Or do they tend to find joy when you're not doing so well? If you or someone you know enjoys the misery of other people, chances are you or their relationships might be affected by that. And doing or finding those who choose to do the opposite could be the key to leveling up your relationships. I'm Thomas Edwards, creator and author of The One Up Effect, helping top performers have fun becoming their best self through purpose, play, passion, and performance. In this video today, I'm going to share with you a simple switch that can help not only level up your relationships, but also level up your life in the process. Ever hear the term schadenfreude? Now, this term is a German word used to describe people who are prone to find joy in other people's misfortune. If they see that other people are having a bad time, they tend to feel good about themselves. In fact, they might even jump on that and push that person down even more. Do you have any people in your life who tend to do that? And you wonder why you feel the way you do? Wouldn't it be better if you found people who embodied the opposite, which actually is Freudenfreude, who are people who actually take joy in other people's success? And psychologists and research say that practicing Freudenfreude can actually level up your relationships instead of compromise them. Here's an example. Ever get that promotion or get into that relationship, or maybe even find $100 in your pocket and then you tell your friends and they're not excited about it? Ever come off of a breakup or lose your job, or maybe have something else bad happen to you where you feel hurt and you notice that your friends were slightly excited about that? This is a great example of schadenfreude. They're taking joy in the fact that you're not happy or doing well in life. Now, the opposite of this would be if you were to get that promotion or get into that relationship, maybe you're expecting, and they are excited. They're celebrating with you. In fact, they might even be helping you celebrate even more of this amazing life milestone. This is the practice of Freudenfreude. Now, according to research, a great way to pinpoint those who practice Freudenfreude are those who are actually experiencing and practicing empathy. That means that they can feel your win alongside with you, and so they know how you feel and can support you in feeling that more. Dr. Amy Durama says that it has to do with providing healthy support in positive times just as much as during enduring times. She says, think about it. The very notion of leaning on a friend for support in times of need implies that support is largely only needed when things are tough. But that's not the case. It's important to celebrate wins too. These are happy moments that deserve to be celebrated. It's great when friends are available to help sort out problems and stressors, but we also need to clock the successes as well. And I think that's so important. There's enough enduring times and we can be there and be supportive for them, but when people actually get the win and you are able to really empathize with the journey it took for them to get there, celebrating is so key. Whenever any of my friends or any of my clients have a big win that they want to celebrate, I invite them to celebrate in a big way. Oftentimes, we don't even take the time to even acknowledge ourselves. So I believe that it's important that we always acknowledge or find ways to acknowledge other people for the work that they've done and the results that they're able to celebrate. If they're really your friend, their win is your win as well. Just like when my clients win, it's my win as well. And interestingly enough, the more you practice it, the more you create the space where you can personally experience those wins as well. Dr. Amy says, your attitudes toward life shift when you really take time out to pay as much attention to the good things that are happening as much as to the bad things. And as you practice this, you are now starting to create a circle of friends who will always support you when you are winning and also when you feel like you're losing. And as you practice this, you are slowly building a circle of friends who will support you, especially when you're experiencing success. Hey, I hope you're enjoying this video, and I want to let you know that I have a presentation on how to make life a game that you can win and have fun playing. And if you want free access to it, you can click the link below in the description, or you can wait until the end of this video, or you can directly go to thomasedwardsjr.com/webinar and you can watch it there. Now, how do you practice Freudenfreude? The best way to practice this is to see the wins in your friends, no matter how small they may be. You can be in the practice of acknowledging them and their win. When someone reaches out to me looking for support, I immediately turn around and I acknowledge and celebrate them, because I know from firsthand experience how much courage it takes to reach out and to acknowledge that you need support. And I think it's worth celebrating every single time. And the only reason why I know this is because when I went through my darkest phase and I finally realized that I needed some outside support, when I walked into the therapist's office, the first thing he noticed and the first thing he acknowledged was the fact that I showed up, that I was willing to receive outside support and no longer try to go about it alone. This completely changed my feelings about how I thought about the situation, which before I was feeling like I was weak, I wasn't enough, that I needed help, and then that was a bad thing. And it totally reframed my mind to believe that getting help was actually a great thing, that I was powerful and courageous because I asked and showed up for receiving support. Now, if it still feels a little weird to just go out and practice Freudenfreude, another way you can go about this is by asking one of your friends, what's one thing that they're proud of today? And let them tell you. And notice what they talk about. Notice their body language. See their facial expressions. Notice the energy in which they're sharing that. And see if you can feel and embody that too. Be with them in the experience of them sharing what they're proud of. And then go back, acknowledge, and celebrate them. And this is something that I do with my daughter all the time. What my daughter reminds me is that it's the little things that she's the most proud of. And when I get to hear from her what she's proud of and I get to acknowledge her, it reinstills this sense of pride that she gets to experience, that she gets to be proud of herself for what she was able to accomplish today. And ultimately, I believe by practicing Freudenfreude, we get to be exposed to the simple idea about seeing the good around us so we can see more of the good within us. Well, this is what I think. Comment below, let me know what you think. Have you ever heard of the term Freudenfreude? Did you actually know that it was the opposite of schadenfreude? And do you surround yourself with people who lift you up when you're winning? Are there people in your life who suddenly take joy in your misery and your adversity? You know, what are you going to do about that? Is there a cleansing that needs to happen socially in your life? Comment below. Let me know what your experience is. I hope you found that video fun and useful. And if you want to get that free presentation on how to make life a game that you can win and have fun playing, click the link below. And if you want to watch another video that's fun and useful, click the link right over here. Go ahead, it's right there. Click it. I'll see you there.